Yeah, hey everybody. My name is Lloyd Hamilton. Again with another coming with a story of gang stalking. I've been a targeted individual since my 13th birthday. Me and my father became targeted on my 13th birthday in 1990, and we were put on. I was told we were getting put on the terrorist watch list by my ex-best friend from elementary school, who ended up becoming fire captain Bradley John Ingmanson with North Vancouver Fire and Rescue Department, and he's working for them right now, actually. And I'm tired of just sitting back and doing nothing about what's gone on and what's happened to us in our lives. I don't think it's something that we should be forgiveful about, and we should be forgiving these people, our enemies, for the dastardly things that they've done to us in our lives. By 1995, my dad was planning on, and he was actually actively working on me having access to over $7.4 billion in worldwide grand total gross residual income. And 1990-91, he started off his journey, and he was moving across Canada from the west coast to the east coast in Toronto. So starting from Vancouver to across to Toronto, and he was going to stop in every province on the way there, and then move down through the U.S. through the States, because my dad was a U.S. citizen and a Canadian citizen. So he had both. He was born with both citizenships. I'm only Canadian. I only have a Canadian citizenship. I was supposed to get both of them back in 95, but the plans just didn't work out the way that they were supposed to, and our family business got completely sabotaged, and we were going to use up half of that money to clean up home and fix homelessness for good. So it was for a good cause we were using the money for, and my dad had within 3 weeks had made approximately 10 or $11 million in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. With his, he was holding a training, self-employment, self investment, recruiting seminars, and he ended up doing amazing. It was amazing what they were doing. And then all of a sudden he got arrested. But that was right after we became targeted individuals too. And Bradley John Ingmanson is a gang stalker. I can guarantee you right now, 100%, I'm not lying about this. This is 100%. He's a fire captain with North Vancouver Fire and Rescue Services in Canada on the west coast. And you can look up his name, and you'll probably find a picture of him. He's a little weasel of a fucking bastard of a guy. And it's taken everything in me not to go down there myself and actually just confront him, just man to man, from the things that from what he said to me and what has actually happened in my life. Is not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences anymore. I never did. Actually, I did used to believe in coincidences. I don't anymore, though. I've been a target for over 35 years, since I was 13. I'm 48 now. They've completely destroyed my life. I ended up being tortured each time. I went through 9 campaigns, and I was tortured each time with directed energy weapons or V2K. I'm not sure if it's the same machines, but I did see the machines. I saw the directed energy weapons. So I know what they look like, if in fact they really are the directed energy weapons that I was told they were when I was 12 years old, and they were trying to invite me into gang stalking. And I refused to do it after they told me that how the program worked, and that how it was always good, innocent, law-abiding citizens that they placed on the terrorist watch list to electronically, mechanically, psychologically, financially, economically, and even spiritually torture somebody with the end goal of them committing suicide. So that's the end goal of these people. I mean, you got to be a really sick individual first off to want to be part of some sort of a group that has a high mindset of that sort of ending to some sort of a sick, twisted game that you're playing on their life. To have them commit suicide, and then supposedly they throw a big, huge bash, a big blockbuster party once the person commits suicide, and supposedly they get paid from citizens' taxpayer funds at these parties. They get paid the most when someone commits suicide. So our government's paying for this, you guys. Our government is paying for this, and they're paying out of the anti-terrorism funds because there are no terrorists. The only terrorists are them. Is law enforcement. They're the terrorists. They've been the terrorists all along. And the reason that they get so much funding and they get more and more every year, it keeps getting bloated and more bloated and more bloated, is because they're targeting more innocent people to get put on this program, on this list, to get gang stalked. And this will continue until the anti-terrorism funding stops, and we're not paying all of our money, billions and tens of billions of dollars, some countries hundreds of billions, into this anti-terrorism task force or anti-terrorism funding, which basically what it's doing is it's employing all of the active military. It's giving them jobs to do without having to go on the VA or whatever and use the VA, and they're getting a good paying salary and a good paying life, a good paying job, a good life, which is good. That's great. I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but I do have a problem with torturing innocent citizens. There's something really wrong with this shit, man. And for the amount of time that I've been a targeted individual, I've never seen one day of justice in this program. I ended up being made homeless 13 times. I was hospitalized 7 times, in jail 6, prison 0, forced suicide 0, and murdered 0 over 35 plus years. And I'm sick and tired of this shit. Like, somebody needs to do something about this and really get something done. Because no, we're not doing enough. And for people that really are targeted, I don't think there's millions of us. I really don't, because I don't see the numbers. I don't see the people coming out talking about this. I don't see the targets coming out speaking up about it. And there would be more people coming out talking about this if this was something that there was more people getting targeted than what they think is. With some say it's over 2 million people are being targeted and gang stalked. I don't believe that that's happening. I'm sorry, I just don't. Can it get to that point? Yeah, it might get to that point, actually, eventually. But we need to compensate all the targets, the people that have had their lives destroyed, and they need to be compensated for everything that they've lost throughout their life because of this targeting bullshit. Now, this is being done by government agencies. They know what the fuck's going on. These fucking cocksuckers up in the higher powers. And they know exactly what's happening. They're just fucking trying to throw everything under the bus. They're trying to say they're not doing it. They're not part of it. They never knew anything about it. Meanwhile, they've got Havana syndrome, which they're only giving to government employees, government workers, and not to regular citizens that have Havana syndrome like I have had since 13 years old. I was first hit with directed energy weapons at 13 years old. On New Year's Day is when they started hitting me with these weapons. And most times that I was hit with these weapons lasted for a year and a half long. 24/7, 365, while I was trying to lay, rest, sleep in my bed. I was told the weapons are aimed at from behind onto the top back of your head or from the front on in through the eyes, because then it pumps into your brain. So it goes through the brain blood barrier and it gets into your brain and fucking completely induces symptoms that I've had, such as coughing up, vomiting blood, brain swelling, extreme brain swelling, burnt retinas, vertigo, dizziness, induced Parkinson's, dementia, unable to breathe, just horrendous stuff. There's a lot more symptoms that I had other than that too, but that I'm just leaving out. I don't have them written down. I should write my story out is what I really should do, because the stuff that I've had to endure is just ridiculous. And the amount of money that I was supposed to have by 18, to go to the point now where my dad was murdered and died on July 4th, 2008, which was the same day, different year, that I was invited into this program, which was July 4th, 1990. July 4th, for some reason, comes up a lot in my story. But you can probably read it in the description. I think I've got the notes in the description about my some of my story. And Brad John Ingmanson is a gang stalker. He's a gang stalker handling campaign organizer. This guy's high up in the cult, and he's organizing all these campaigns. So he's been doing it ever since he was 13. He killed somebody with directed energy weapons before the age of 12. Okay? He was doing it with his dad. His dad used to take him out on weekends to do this to elderly people. And when they told me 75 to 80% were women and with sometimes with small children, I just snapped, man. I just said there's no way that I can join into doing something like that to innocent women and children. Why would I want to break up their families and have their kids taken away from them? Like, you gotta be sick in the head to think that way in the first place. And this guy's a first responder. He's got a public trusted position in society. The guy's a malignant, narcissistic Satanist, psychopath, and he's fucking getting away with this shit. This guy's getting away with it, and he's going to continue to get away with this too, until somebody puts a stop to him. He might be where these directed energies first started from, was on the west coast of Canada, in British Columbia, Canada. He's a USA and Canadian citizen too. Bradley John Ingmanson. So he could be coming into your neck of the woods, USA, when he retires and walks away with a full government pension within 1 year. And he could be coming through Seattle, Washington, which Seattle, Washington, we know Amazon is hitting people with V2K, and they're torturing innocent people that are made to go homeless with voice-to-skull technology weapons. And if you don't believe me, go to rumble.com and bring up Brian Coffrin. B-R-Y-A-N or Byron. B-Y-R-O-N Coffrin. K-O-F-R-O-N. And look for the video that's an hour and 46 minutes long. Excuse me. And you can sit there and listen to what he has to say, and you be the judge. And if you think this guy's telling the truth, I'm telling you, God, this guy's honest, man. He's telling the God honest truth about what's going on. Amazon is torturing people, and this bastard Jeff Bezos is getting away with it. Jeff Bezos stole my dad's business plans in 1994 and tried to sell them for $1 million to somebody out in New York. And was supposed to. My dad gave him $5,000 to become a website master host or something like that. And he didn't do the work. It took down Amazon.com offline, and then 6 months later came back online, and it was the first online shopping website, online shopping website, and he was supposed to be making that site for us, for International Shopping Group Limited, which is what the name of our company at that time was. The first name of the company was Dollar Purchase. So if you don't believe me, you can go look up Dollar Purchase, hit enter in Google, and there's a court case with Alberta Treasuries Commission. You can look that up. And there's also the second company that my dad had, which was called SUMS, Straight Up Marketing System Limited, Inc. And look that up as well too, and you'll see there was over 1,100 attendees at his training seminars in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and 513 of those people paid $6,800. All 1,100 paid $3,000 at the door just to get in to watch, to even look at the marketing that they had for the business. And I'm gonna resurrect this company again, man. My family business. I mean, I have to. That's all I have left. I've had everything stolen from me. They even stole my original business plan manuals, and all the pictures of my dad are gone. They killed my dad on July 4th, 2008. He died in hospital care. They called him schizophrenic, paranoid, delusional, and he died. And now I've gotten medically kidnapped 5 years. For the last 5 years, I was misdiagnosed with a delusional, psychotic, paranoid, schizophrenic, affective, bipolar disorder or some shit like that. And it's fucking poisoning me, man, these injections. They're giving me forced injections every 2 weeks, brain-damaging injections. And they're not letting me get off this. I'm stuck, held under BC Mental Health, the Surrey BC Mental Health Act. And there's no way of them getting me off of it. They're not going to allow me out of this system that they've got me under now. And it's a slow kill program, because they're wanting me to commit suicide is what they're wanting me to do. And when you're getting these antipsychotic injections, it takes your pleasure, happiness, and motivation away. So I can't even be happy anymore. I can't remember the last time I was happy. It's made me impotent. I can't even get an erection. So there's no point in me having a girlfriend. What's gonna go on there? Nothing much. I don't think we'll be together for too long, if I can't even use my manhood as a man. I mean, what the hell's wrong with me, right? This is bullshit, you guys. I need somebody to contact Surrey Mental Health and tell them to get me off this damn injection. Okay, I'll do another video later. Thanks. Bye.